So this is a question that's come up time and time again and is probably one of the major pain points for supported housing providers. But why does it matter? Well, if you're anything to do with the supported housing area, whether you're a CIC, a charity, or part of a faith-based organisation, doing the work, offering homes and support, and believing in this model when it's done right, it'll matter to you. But here's the reality. The sector is under intense scrutiny. There's growing media coverage, political pressure, and public distrust, often triggered by rogue providers. Yet even good ethical providers are getting caught in the crossfire. This answer session isn't just about dodging that rogue label, it's about proving your service is irreplaceable. If you can show that your housing is safe, your support is structured, and your governance is strong, you won't just survive scrutiny, you'll lead. Rogue provider is a narrative, it's not a legal status, but once the label sticks, it's certainly hard to shake, and it's often triggered by weak systems, not bad intent. A missed inspection, an incomplete log, or a vague support entry, these are the little things that raise red flags. Local authorities now want structured proof, support plans, outcome records, training logs, safeguarding protocols, etc., etc. So the shift is this. You're not just a service provider, you must become an evidence provider. And the more clearly you can demonstrate what you do and the results you achieve, the more protected you are. Now the key insight here is don't just prove you're not rogue, prove that you're irreplaceable. Your housing is your shop front. Councils often assess your accommodation before they ever speak to the tenant. I call this the hardware. Now there's three key areas. Is it safe, clean and compliant? Are gas certificates up to date? Fire safety in place? Shared spaces clean? Suggest you run mini audits monthly to stay ahead. Appropriate location. Are your properties in safe, accessible neighbourhoods? Proximity to services matters. Map them and file it. And responsive housing management. It's not just about repairs, it's about logging them, tracking them and showing resolution. Have folders, digital or paper, for every property. A well-run, visibly maintained housing portfolio builds instant credibility. So what about the software, the support? This is where many providers fall short. Vague check-ins don't cut it anymore. What's needed is structured, person-centered and well-documented support. The four essentials. 1. More than de minimis. Support must be regular, meaningful and tailored to individual needs. Show what you did, when and what changed. 2. Support logs and plans are real. They should be detailed and tailored to the people. Track the progress through daily or weekly entries that avoid generic language. 3. Use the Outcome Star network. The Outcome Star model helps you show measurable change over time using self-assessed scores on areas like mental health, tenancy skills and independence. And move on planning and co-production. Help residents plan their next steps, engage with them in their own support journeys and document their goals in their own words. You're not just offering support, you're offering a documented journey of change. Governance. Now, governance doesn't just protect you in a crisis, it prevents the crisis. It's how you make decisions, train staff and manage risks. Now the core elements here are clear internal policies and procedures. These should be live, staff reviewed, cloud stored and linked to training logs. 2. Safeguarding and risk management. Have a safeguarding lead, clear escalation protocols and strong partnerships with adult social care. 3. Supervision and training. Keep staff passports showing training, supervisions and development. This supports reflective practice and preparedness. And audits and engagement. Regularly review your own files, use resident feedback surveys and housing meetings to close the loop. Believe me, the best run services don't panic during audits because they're already prepared. This is where all your housing, support and governance comes together, telling a compelling evidence-based story of transformation, the story of change. How do you do it? Well, 1, blend data with story. Combine the stats, move-ons, star scores with human stories, quotes, case studies. Show the full arc of resident progress. Secondly, use anonymised case studies. Paint real, specific journeys. What was the problem? What did you do? And what changed? And thirdly, elevate resident voice. Let tenants co-write their support plans. Use quotes in reports. Host exit interviews. Let your reports reflect real engagement. When you tell a good story backed by proof, trust follows. And trust is the currency of this sector. So finally, don't prove you're not rogue, prove you're irreplaceable. This is, I think, an aha moment. I mean, too many ethical providers live in fear, defensive, reactive, always responding. That's not leadership, and it's not sustainable. You're irreplaceable when your housing is clean, legal, and audit ready. Your support is personal and produces results. Your governance is structured and preemptive. Your stories show change, not just compliance. When you own your narrative through systems, structure and proof, regulators won't just tolerate you, they're going to champion you. So, a closing thought, in today's climate, just being non-rogue isn't enough. You need to become the standard that others are measured by. Because when you're irreplaceable, you're not under threat. You're at the centre of the solution.